Alright, so I just took a shower and I checked my phone and I got an email from my landlord. Honestly, not even a landlord. Apparently he's like a manager or something. I've never even talked to the landlord. Anyways, that's beside the point. I'm actually kind of furious. So I need to rant about my rent. Oh my gosh, a new segment. Rant about rent with Abe Kim. Perfect. So a little bit of background with what happened is, so about 3 weeks ago when I was really struck hard with a lot of personal things, I talked a little bit about it on the previous video about like racism and stuff, but with this landlord slash manager, I kind of went very much in detail about my circumstances and how rough it has been. Yeah, I told this land manager about everything. And I was like, hey, like I know that I have a little bit more on my lease. And I was just wondering if you guys could help me out in any way possible. That's not the problem. You know, he lent a good ear and he basically was like, yo, that sounds rough. It's terrible. I totally get it. And he was being very sympathetic. So I thought. He basically said, I will try my best and I will talk to like the landlord and other higher ups, like the management. And he said, I will get back to you as soon as possible, maybe in like the next day or two, right? Or a couple days. This was 3 weeks ago. I told him about all of this 3 weeks ago. And I was literally not receiving anything from them. No call, no emails, nothing. So I called him at least 7 times. I was like, hey, any news, update, anything would help at this point. And he was like, no, not really. Like, I talked it out. Apparently he had to resend my email to him. So that itself, I was like, oh my gosh. And there was also a point where I said, hey, if I don't hear back from you, do you mind if I keep calling you? And he said, I would prefer you email me. However, the problem is I did email him multiple times, but he never got back to me. There was a point where I forwarded him the exact same email again because there was just no response until literally today, after he was like, yo, we're trying to figure it out, blah, blah. He basically, long story short, says, I'm sorry for everything. And I finally received word from like the higher ups. Mind I say, I never talked to the landlord directly. He was like our middleman. And he said, I finally got some direction about what we can do for you, and the best thing for you right now is to find a sublease. You're telling me it took you 3 weeks to tell me to find like a subletter? Yo, fam? Oh my god. None of you guys gave me any direction for the past 3 weeks, and literally the day I'm leaving, you tell me to find someone to sublease this place. You could have told me that 3 weeks ago? No, I'll be nice. You could have told me that 2 weeks ago. I could have used all my resources to find someone to sublease. But now you're telling me to find it now? If this isn't a troll, the moral of the story is, no, there is no moral of the story. Like, yo, don't give people false hope and make me bank and wait on you for 3 weeks and you literally give me, sorry, I can't help you. Look, and I know a lot of people have it worse. Shout outs to everyone who's been grinding and just who's been trying to survive. I kind of feel your pain. You know, I'm Asian. During these times, I feel like a minority. I'm also a student. I don't have a lot of power, but like, damn, how you gonna be like a person that also receives like government checks from the government for like rent and stuff and not even help out your tenants? You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's the rules, it's the law. You tried your best, whatever. But the fact that you made me wait 3 weeks, that is just like a cherry on top of like my experience with Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. I know that there's a lot of cool people out there. It's just I never really experienced this much of being alone in a city. I really tried to stay as independent as I can during my stay in Chicago, but now I gotta turn to the loan shark of Joan Kim. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that like I try to be as independent as possible, but all of a sudden like I have to like turn to my sister. Shout out to my sister if you're watching this, you the real goat, you already know you are. And honestly, a word to the management, I guess. Tana said it the best.
I hope you stub your toe on every couch. I hope everywhere you go, every time you go to the DMV, there's a long ass line. I hope every single one of your favorite shirts you spill coffee on.
No, I'm kidding. Slightly.